Yeah, another interesting fact, an AFC scout saying that they think Drake Maye could run for 400 to 500 yards a year, huh? Drake Maye, that's not Daniels. Drake Maye could do that.
Yeah, yeah. They see like kind of a scrappy runner, like willing to go and take contact, and there's definitely some Josh Allen there. It's the arm strength teams don't see enough of Josh Allen and Justin Herbert. I know those are two good comps for him because of the size and the athleticism. The arm is good. It's not considered like next level, galaxies above everybody else good like Allen and Herbert, but it's definitely good enough. But that's why I put Josh Allen with less arm strength as a good comp for him. And you get a lot of Carson Wentz comps for Drake Maye, which, I mean, Wentz was the number 2 overall pick and had a good early run before injuries. So there's a lot of intrigue there with, especially if you can give him time. Like if he could go somewhere in City, it would probably be ideal for him more so than most because, they want to work on his footwork or some of the mechanics that they didn't love, or not bailing to try to run all the time and instead sit in the pocket and process everything and throw. Like they feel like he can do that. He just didn't do that consistently enough. So they want to see that.
And lastly, Michael Penix Jr. in Tier 3, most frequent scout exec comps Tua with a better arm, you add parenthetically, and Jordan Love. By the way, I'm all in if I can get Jordan Love with Michael Penix. You know what I mean?
Pretty good.
So what's the status in your mind of Penix? My colleague from NFL Network and Fox in Peter Schrager has him dropping completely out of the first round in his mock draft, and then there's others that say he won't go past 13 with the Raiders, or maybe even 16 for Seattle if they want to go there. I don't know. Right. What do you think?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, and it's fascinating. And he is a wild card in that regard. Now, I've talked to multiple teams picking in like the early to mid-second round. I asked them point blank, do you think Penix will be there when you pick? And they said probably not. I've talked to enough teams who think that he's got a good chance to go first round. Certainly, I've talked to teams late in the first round who think he could get some action there, especially if a team trades back into the late first, so you can get a quarterback for that 5th-year option, contractual control for 5 years. But it's not a slam dunk, and the medical stuff is there. Most teams I've talked to don't think it will sink him though completely with the knee issues he's had and the shoulder issues. They feel pretty good about it that whoever drafts him will need a plan for sort of maintenance purposes, but that it's not going to be some sort of catastrophic thing that will sink him. So it's really going to depend on preference, like the Raiders. The Raiders are fascinating because you hear Penix come up with the Raiders, and you talk to some teams they at least wonder if that's a connection. But it's 13 too early for him. Same with Bo Nix. Is he going to sneak in somewhere? Like the teams that need quarterbacks are picking in the early teens or somewhere in there. Where is that too early for Penix or Nix? But then if you wait to the second round, you might not get him. So that's sort of the cost analysis the teams will have to make, where, as we know, quarterbacks get overdrafted a little bit, and that's probably going to be the case this year.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.